After 60, many men and women begin to notice subtle changes in their energy circulation and intimacy. What once came naturally now seems to require more effort. But what if nature already gave us the tools to restore that spark? Not through pills or procedures, but through something as simple and enjoyable as fruit. There are 4 fruits in particular that have been quietly transforming lives. They're not exotic or hard to find. They're often overlooked because they seem so ordinary. But hidden within them are compounds that support blood flow, reduce inflammation, balance hormones, and awaken a deeper sense of connection, both with ourselves and our partners. The first is the humble pomegranate, rich in natural nitrates and antioxidants. It helps the arteries relax, allowing for smoother blood flow throughout the body. That means more oxygen to your brain, more energy in your muscles, and yes, more support for intimate performance. It's been called nature's Viagra, but unlike the pill, it doesn't just mask a symptom, it strengthens the system. Next is watermelon. Most people don't realize it contains citrulline, a compound that boosts nitric oxide, improving blood circulation and reducing muscle fatigue. It also supports the cardiovascular system, which is directly linked to stamina and endurance. Plus, it's refreshing, hydrating, and easy on the digestive system, perfect for older adults who want to feel light yet nourished. Then comes blueberries, small but mighty. They're loaded with anthocyanins, which protect blood vessels from damage and reduce oxidative stress. That means clearer arteries and improved brain health. Many older couples who add a cup of blueberries to their diet daily report sharper memory, better moods, and an increased desire to be close and connected. Lastly, we have bananas. Often dismissed as basic, they're actually rich in potassium and vitamin B6, both essential for regulating blood pressure and supporting nerve function. But they also help the body produce serotonin and dopamine, feel-good chemicals that reduce anxiety and boost emotional intimacy. A calm, connected heart creates the perfect space for physical closeness to grow. These 4 fruits do more than just fuel the body. They send a message to your system: you still matter, you're still alive. You still deserve to feel passion, pleasure, and purpose. Seniors often share that the biggest lesson aging has taught them isn't about slowing down, it's about paying attention, listening to what the body needs, replacing complication with simplicity, and realizing that small, consistent choices shape how deeply we connect with ourselves and with those we love. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Just start by adding one of these fruits to your day. Make it a ritual. Share it with your partner. Let it be a moment of care, a reminder that nourishment, both physical and emotional, is the foundation of lasting intimacy. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about circulation of blood, it's about circulation of love, energy, and attention. That's what keeps life rich after. Circulation is the silent force behind every function in your body. It delivers oxygen, nutrients, and hormones to your cells and removes waste products so your body stays clean and energized. After 60, circulation often begins to slow down, not dramatically, but just enough to cause fatigue, brain fog, cold hands and feet, or even challenges in intimacy. These aren't just signs of aging, they're signs that your body is asking for better support. When blood flows freely, your organs function better, your muscles respond quicker, and your brain feels sharper. Good circulation also supports heart health and lowers the risk of blood clots, strokes, and other serious issues. But what many people don't realize is how deeply it affects emotional and physical intimacy. For men, healthy circulation means better performance and stamina. For women, it means improved sensitivity and arousal. But beyond the physical, strong circulation also supports the production and delivery of hormones like oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin, the chemicals of connection, bonding, and joy. Your body wants to circulate well, it was designed that way. But lifestyle choices like too much sitting, processed food, dehydration, or unmanaged stress start to block that natural flow. The good news is that nature offers gentle solutions. Certain fruits, herbs, and movement routines help restore what time tries to take away. When you improve circulation, it's not just your body that benefits. Your mood lifts, your relationships feel warmer, and you feel more alive. At any age, especially after 60, improving blood flow is one of the most important steps you can take toward living with vitality, confidence, and connection. Because when blood flows freely, life flows freely, and that's the foundation of real wellness. Intimacy is often misunderstood as being purely physical, but the truth runs much deeper. Real intimacy, especially after 60, is about emotional connection just as much as physical touch. It's about how two people feel seen, heard, and valued in each other's presence. And just like blood needs to circulate for the body to thrive, emotions need to circulate for a relationship to feel alive. When emotions get stuck through unspoken feelings, resentment, or stress, the warmth between two people begins to fade, no matter how long they've been together. Healthy emotional circulation is about openness. It's the ability to express love, gratitude, or even vulnerability without fear. It's what keeps a couple connected beyond the surface. Just as the heart pumps blood through the body, emotional energy needs to flow between two people to nourish trust, affection, and intimacy. When you speak kindly, listen fully, and show appreciation daily, you're feeding that emotional circulation. Over time, that creates a space where physical intimacy can naturally flourish again. As we age, hormones change, stress increases, and sometimes distance can creep into a relationship. But when couples prioritize emotional closeness through small gestures, shared routines, and meaningful conversations, they reignite the fire that may have dimmed. Physical touch becomes more satisfying because it's rooted in something deeper: safety, understanding, and true connection. Simple things like sharing a meal, taking a walk together, or holding hands in silence can bring circulation, both emotional and physical, back into the relationship. Intimacy becomes less about performance and more about presence, because when the emotional heart is open, the physical heart responds. And in that beautiful balance, couples can experience a richer, more fulfilling love, even in their later years. Fruit has been nature's medicine cabinet for centuries, offering simple, safe, and powerful healing through color, flavor, and nutrients. In our modern world of quick fixes and pharmaceutical solutions, we often overlook the quiet strength of what grows on trees and vines. But for those over 60, returning to fruit as a source of wellness can make a profound difference in daily vitality, circulation, and even intimacy. Certain fruits contain compounds that support the body in ways no synthetic pill can replicate. They work in harmony with your system, not against it. Pomegranate, for example, improves blood flow by boosting nitric oxide levels, helping blood vessels relax and expand. Watermelon does the same, with the added benefit of hydration and heart support. These fruits don't come with warnings or side effects. They come with fiber, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that the body recognizes and welcomes. The beauty of fruit is its accessibility. You don't need a prescription, a specialist, or expensive procedure. Just a visit to your local market, a banana for potassium and nerve support, blueberries for brain function and vessel protection, or citrus fruits to stimulate collagen production and artery health. All are simple tools with powerful effects. When eaten consistently and with intention, fruit becomes more than just food. It becomes daily medicine, nourishing your heart, restoring your energy, supporting hormones, and enhancing mood. And when shared with a partner, it can even become part of a bonding ritual: a morning smoothie, a shared plate of fresh berries, a small act of love. As we age, the body craves simplicity and nourishment. Fruit delivers both. It's one of the easiest, most effective steps to take toward a healthier, more vibrant life. Naturally, gently, and without complication. With age comes a kind of wisdom that only time can teach. Many elderly people speak of how in their younger years, life felt like a race, constantly moving, chasing goals, ticking boxes. But as the pace naturally slows in later years, something remarkable happens. Clarity sets in. The noise fades, and what truly matters comes into focus. Relationships, health, peace of mind, and simple joys begin to outweigh titles, possessions, or ambitions. Slowing down is not a sign of decline, it's an invitation to become more present. When you move more slowly, you notice more. A conversation becomes deeper, a walk feels more meaningful, a shared meal becomes a moment of connection, not just a routine. Many elderly people say that they finally began to feel life, not just live it, once they stopped rushing. In that stillness, they began to recognize how vital it is to care for the body gently, to speak with love, and to choose peace over pride. Slowing down also reveals the cost of neglect, of poor health habits, stress, or missed moments. That's why so many seniors urge the younger generation to start paying attention now. Eat the right foods, protect your heart, nurture your relationships, and don't postpone joy. Because the little things, the fruit you eat, the words you say, the way you listen, are actually the big thing. The elderly understand that wellness isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters most with intention. They remind us that slowing down isn't giving up, it's growing wise. And in that slower rhythm, there is more room for love, health, gratitude, and a life deeply lived, not just hurried through. Many people believe that once they reach their 60s, hormonal balance is a thing of the past, but that's simply not true. While hormone levels do shift naturally with age, harmony is still very much possible, and in fact it's essential for maintaining energy, mood, vitality, and intimacy. The key lies not in trying to fight age, but in learning how to work with the body gently, using food, movement, sleep, and emotional balance to support the natural rhythm of hormones. Testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, and even cortisol all influence how we feel and function daily. When they're in balance, men feel more confident and energized, and women feel more emotionally steady and physically comfortable. These hormones also influence libido, sleep, focus, and our ability to handle stress. When they're out of sync, the body sends signals: fatigue, low motivation, poor sleep, mood swings, and distance in relationship. But instead of relying solely on medication or synthetic hormones, many people are now turning to lifestyle choices, especially nutrition, to support this balance naturally. Fruits like pomegranate, berries, and bananas provide antioxidants and micronutrients that support adrenal and reproductive health. Regular movement, even a daily walk, helps the body process stress hormones and boosts testosterone naturally. Quality sleep allows the endocrine system to reset, and perhaps most importantly, emotional connection and stress management allow oxytocin, the bonding hormone, to flourish, creating a ripple effect throughout the hormonal system. The body doesn't stop working at 60, it simply works differently. When given the right support, it can find a new kind of balance. Hormone harmony isn't about turning back the clock, it's about creating a steady, vibrant rhythm that honors your age while restoring your strength and intimacy from the inside out. Nourishment is one of the most overlooked yet powerful love languages, especially in our later years. While we often associate love with words or touch, the act of preparing or sharing nourishing food is a deep and lasting expression of care. For couples over 60, where energy may dip and health becomes a more central focus, the way we feed each other can quietly communicate more than any grand gesture ever could. It says, "I want you to feel well, I care about your future, and you matter to me." When one partner slices fruit for the other in the morning, prepares a warm meal with anti-inflammatory ingredients, or offers a glass of water without being asked, these small acts go far beyond nutrition. They build emotional trust and remind both people that they are still seen, valued, and worthy of attention. It becomes a ritual of connection. In these moments, food turns into affection, and nourishment becomes intimacy in action. This love language also includes encouraging healthier habits without judgment. It might look like trying a new smoothie recipe together, taking turns making heart-friendly meals, or learning what foods support hormonal balance and brain health. Even sitting down to eat together without distractions is a form of presence that says, "This moment with you matters." As we age, the body may become more sensitive and what we consume matters more, but that doesn't mean meals must become clinical or joyless. In fact, they can become more intentional, more meaningful, and more loving than ever before. Through nourishment, we have the daily opportunity to care for one another in a way that touches both the body and the heart. Because true love isn't always loud, sometimes it's a bowl of berries offered with a smile.